So the first thing we're going to do with this project is add this gray circle as our backdrop. Now, if we go to our project that we just created, you can choose, if you don't want a circle, you could just make this background a different color. What you can actually do is just go to this new fill layer button down here and go up to solid color, and then just choose the color that you want and then click OK. And this actually becomes a new layer with your color, and you can change the color by double clicking this color over here to the left of the layer name right here. But we want to create a circle as our icon backdrop or our logo backdrop. So what we're going to do is select our circle tool. If you don't have the circle tool, you can actually click on this or click and hold, and then you will see this pop-out menu and choose ellipse because it might say rectangle for you. So choose ellipse. Now there's a couple things up here that you want to make sure. So this might look different for you right now, but make sure your stroke is either set to 0, so you can just click it and drag it all the way to the left, or you can click the color right here next to the stroke and click no color. So now your shape that you create won't have a stroke, which is the edge line. It's a little line that appears on the edge of your shape. And then under fill, this is where you want to choose your color. So I already have gray selected, but you can use your color picker to choose the perfect gray that you want. Select OK. Now you have your shape tool selected, and you can start clicking and dragging on your project. So you'll notice that as I click and drag, I create this ellipse, but it's not a perfect circle. And it's kind of hard to get it to be a perfect circle. So what you can do is actually hold the shift button down, and that locks the aspect of your shape to create a perfect circle. So now I can do that. So now I have this perfect gray circle. I'm going to take my move tool again, just select my move tool. And I want to make sure that this circle is centered in my project. So what I can do is select both my background and my ellipse, go up to these align tools up here, and just click this center horizontal and center vertical button. So now my circle is perfectly centered in my square project. I can make this bigger by actually clicking and then holding Option Shift, and that increases or decreases the size from the center of the shape. And I'll make it just about as big as our project, and then press return to lock it in place. And if you get zoomed out or zoomed in, you can press Z on your keyboard or press this magnifying glass button to open it up, the magnifying glass, and then click or option click to zoom in or to zoom out. Okay, so now we have to find the icon that we're going to be using for our project. So one place that I like to find icons is called iconfinder.com. You can find icons on all sorts of different things, and I use them for not only my logos that I design, but also graphics for my website, blog articles, YouTube videos, everything. So when I searched for bike, you found this icon that I ended up using. Now, to download this icon for our project, we actually need it to be bigger than this 512 by 512 pixels, because if we do that and then we scale it bigger than that, it's going to be pixelated. So what we do is download this SVG file, which is a scalable vector file or graphic. So just click that and it will download as a SVG. So I'm just going to call this bike icon. Save it to my desktop. Then if I go to my Finder and I take my bike icon right here, and then I just drag that icon into my project, it will show up very small, but I can start to scale it. So again, taking one of these corners and holding Shift or Option Shift to scale from the center and increasing it in size. And now if you zoom in on this project to 100%, you can see the percent down here on the left. It's not pixelated at all, and that's what we want. So that's how you add this to our project. And I can move it around. Just make sure you select the right layer, move it around, And I can add an overlay to change the color by double clicking this layer in the layer panel over here on the right, going down to color overlay, selecting color overlay, and choosing the white color and clicking OK. So now we have a white bicycle icon, not pixelated, it looks amazing. And next we're going to be adding text to our project.